in from the national capital. You can see, viewers, how the protesters are there clashing with the police, and the police, of course, trying to take these protesters away as they are blockading the roads, sitting there in protest, raising slogans. Police are trying to deal with the protesters calmly as they're lying down on the roads. These are CPIM workers who are raising slogans against the UDF government of VD Satheesan in Kerala after ED raids were carried out at the residence of Pinarayi Vijayan, the leader of opposition right now and the former CM, and his family members, along with officials of the CMRL, the company against which the raids are being carried out. These are the visuals from Delhi. So the protests of the CPIM are not just limited to Kerala now. CPIM workers are also there staging a protest, waving CPIM flags in the national capital, and party leaders are there. Annie Raja is leading the protest there. We also saw Brinda Karat there joining the protest march. These are live visuals. We'll try to go across to my colleagues reporting from Delhi on this, but these protesters are speaking to the police as well and the media as well. They are raising slogans against the RSS and also, of course, against the VD Satheesan government. Heavy media presence is also there as the police is trying to calmly take away these protesters who've blockaded. In fact, let's listen in what's happening on the ground.
ईडी का गुंडागर्दी नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा। ईडी का गुंडागर्दी नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा। इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद। सीपीआईएम जिंदाबाद, सीपीआईएम जिंदाबाद। ईडी का हमला नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा। बात करो।
Raj Lakshmi Joshi is joining me on this now. Raj Lakshmi, it's very dramatic what's happening there after the raids at Pinarayi Vijayan and CMRL over the case, over the corruption case. And these protests are now reaching the national capital. They're not just in Kerala, in Delhi as well. CPIM workers are protesting and top leaders of the party are there. M.A. Baby is right now on the screens. He's speaking to the media as of now. Brinda Karat was there. Annie Raja is also there. Raj Lakshmi, what do you make of all of this?
Hello, a very good afternoon. I think this is an absolute abuse of their political power, the power of their cadre to obstruct whatever is the proceeding of the ED. Now this.
ഭീകരവാദത്തെ പ്രതിഷേധിക്കാൻ വന്ന ഞങ്ങൾക്കെതിരായി
Raj Lakshmi, please do continue.
Yes. So
yes.
The ideal, I can actually hear an echo. Is my audio clear?
Yes. Please go on.
Yes. So the ideal action would have been to maybe put up a peaceful protest or approach the court and seek some kind of relief. Instead, what is happening is the cadre is attacking the convoy, the vehicles of the ED officials, which is absolutely not okay. And what is shocking is that the state government that is currently under the Congress, they are not taking appropriate actions to make sure that there is law and order in this area. And so then it is quite obvious that the Congress wants this kind of an action from the CPIM, and they want to create an anarchical kind of a situation. And they have always been talking about how the ED keeps targeting the opposition leaders. Now in Kerala, they could have avoided this kind of a situation, and they could have maybe either made sure that something peaceful is happening. So they're not allowing that. So that is, I think that is an intentional lack of action on the part of the Congress government. So they have themselves been raising their voice against the CPIM, saying that they have been corrupt. So they themselves have been demanding action against the CPIM leaders, and yet when the ED is taking action against these leaders, then the Congress is standing and being a mute spectator, in spite of the fact that now the state government is responsible for the law and action there.
Right. Of course, Rajalakshmi, stay on with me. In fact, some breaking news updates also coming in. CPIM's PA Mohammad Riaz has lashed out over fresh allegations against the central government. He's making those allegations, saying Centre is using central agencies as targeting political leaders who take stance against Sangh Parivar after ED raid at his house, also in the CMRL case. In fact, let's listen into some statements of CPIM leaders.
Election Commission വരും. അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് കൂടുതൽ വിവരങ്ങൾ വന്നതിന് ശേഷം പ്രതികരിക്കാം. എന്തായാലും പ്രതിപക്ഷത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി പ്രവർത്തിക്കേണ്ട കോൺഗ്രസിന്റെ സമുന്നതരായ നേതാക്കന്മാർ തന്നെ പിണറായി വിജയനെ എന്തുകൊണ്ട് അറസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല എന്ന് തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് സമയത്ത് അവിടെ പ്രചരണം നടത്തിയതാണ്. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡീലുണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ള കാര്യം തുറന്ന് വെളിപ്പെടും.
Belly, please help us understand what PA Mohammed there was saying to the media.
Kriti, he was saying that during the election campaign, there were, during the campaign rallies, it was stated that the Congress had a kind of a deal with the BJP, and I beg your pardon, CPIM had kind of a deal with the BJP, and that is the reason why Pinarayi Vijayan was not getting arrested. Is what the Congress is saying now. So now what had happened is what Mohammad Riaz is trying to point out, and now like the earlier guest said, the police under the VD Satishan or the Home Minister Ramesh Chennithala did not was clearly a mute spectator or a mute witness to the entire incident. They could have stopped this from spiraling into violent, the vandalizing of vehicles of the ED officials. So clearly, this is kind of a politically motivated incident that had happened in Kerala, which is echoing in the national capital, is what it is being said. And let the inquiry happen and everything will come out, is what the other CPIM leader had said. So clearly all these reactions are coming out from the CPIM camp, who are in the opposition now in Kerala, stating that now the BJP and the ruling Congress had joined hands to stifle the voice of the opposition and attack them politically in these ways, kind of bringing up cases against them, and which was again spoken about by Pinarayi Vijayan in the election rallies, that even though a case has been registered against his daughter, they couldn't do much. They didn't have any evidence and they went back, is what he kind of said in all the political rallies before the elections. But now that he has kind of lost the elections, now he's sitting in the opposition. Now all of a sudden, when the enforcement directorate official turned up to his house conducting searches and raids, this is the response that is coming out from the CPIM leaders, who are saying that this is nothing but a political targeting of the opposition to make sure that this party doesn't come winning in any of the states in the country, and this would also called as a finishing of a party. So that is the kind of the attempt that the BJP and the Congress's joining hands are doing, is what the CPIM leaders are alleging, Kriti.
All right, Belly.